y'all, I'm in the mudroom and the mudroom bathroom, and today I'm going to be installing this Ditra product. It's an underlayment for the tile. So this is what it looks like. First I cleaned up any dust or dirt, and then I started cutting pieces to fit. Alright, so I'm getting ready to mix up the thinset. For the Ditra, if you're applying it over a wood subfloor, you have to use a modified thinset. A few years ago, I found this really cool chart online, and it tells you exactly what thinset you have to use in certain situations. I'll put a link to it down below. I found it really useful. I always refer back to it whenever I'm doing one of these projects. Alright, so I have a little bit of water already in this bucket here, and I'm just going to put some of the thinset down into it. I'm not going to measure anything, I'm just going to eyeball it. I know what consistency I want it. Alright, so this is just a little bit too thin, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the mix. Alright, this looks pretty good. It's a touch thinner than I would use if I was using it for tile. That's just so that the little membrane will mash down on it really well. So you want it to where it'll still hold the grooves. And as you can see, that does. So that looks good. Alright, now that I have it mixed up, I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes. Here I'm wiping the floor with a wet sponge just to remove any dust or dirt. Alright, so again, I'm using modified thinset. I'm using a 1/4 inch by 3/16 inch V notched trowel. On the Schluter website, they list 3 sizes of trowels that you can use. I'll list them over here somewhere. And this is one of them. So the first thing you do with the flat side of the trowel, you work the thinset into the subfloor. Okay, after you have it worked in with the flat side, you go back with the notched side and start troweling it on. gonna put the membrane down, and I'm gonna use a rubber float to mash it down. So after you've gone over it with the float, when you pull this back, see how hard it is to pull up? And then you wanna see it saturated on that, the back side of this orange stuff, and it is, so that's good. That's what you want. So here I'm just cleaning up any extra thin set on this edge because we are going to be putting hardwood floors on this side. I got the mudroom finished. Took me about 2 hours. I'm gonna come back tomorrow after work and do the bathroom. so now the mudroom and the mudroom bathroom is finished.